So welcome to part 8 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Festival of the Unexceptional. We just need to look at this Talbot Sambas Cabriolets very quickly because it's about to leave. I think there are two of these. I think this one's moved from somewhere else. I think this is the second one that's here. That is absolutely amazing to have two of these in the same place. It's 82, 83. So I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if there's wind noise, if this camera autofocus is rubbish. I'm afraid just the way that it goes on this channel. I don't make no apologies whatsoever though, viewers, for the fact that we don't talk about diesels on this channel. Thank you, Mayor of London and all your friends around the country. Right, so 2001 Mark III facelift Volkswagen Polo. We just saw the pre-facelift one at the end of the previous part. And yeah, this one is a nice colour. Also got this Audi 80. This is the B4 version of the 80, which is going to have to sort of demolish a flag as it goes down. I'm not going to. Oh well, they don't need those flags anyway, do they? Because the event's sort of coming to the end if people are leaving. Oh no, it's not demolished. Excellent parking. What's it? 92 to 93 on a K. I really want to have a go on one of those actually, viewers. I'd really like to. And then we've got this Astra F or Mark III 1.4 Merit, sort of base spec facelifted one, 95-96. Escort Eclipse here. This one is a run-out special model. It looks a bit like an XR3i, but it's not. It's a 5-door for a start. It's a 1.3, so not as sporty as an XR3i at all. But yeah, 1990 that would be. This is a much earlier Mark IV Escort, 1986-87. I think probably a bit less equipment than that Eclipse there. Yeah, only got a 4-speed gearbox. But this is Festival Unexceptional, so that's what we like. Oh, an N14 Sunny. I like N14 Sunnies, viewers. That one is a 1.6 SLX, 3-door. And ooh, an Alfa Romeo GT. Is that from the Busso? Yeah. Yes, a 3.2 Busso, 2004 to 5. Excellent. Ooh, also excellent is this Mazda 626. Which does look rather nice. 91, 92, purple. Can't remember what the shape of Mazda 626 is called actually. What model code it is, I should say. And we've got a Rover 25 facelifted one, 2005. Maybe even an MG Rover supplied car. I don't know what specification it is because they stopped putting that sort of information on the cars a long time before they were discontinued. Opel Monza here. Is this a Monza GSE? Yes, this is the second one of these that's here. That's crazy, viewers. To see so many of these in the same place, even if there's two of them. 2000 Toyota Land Cruiser Colorado, I think these were called. I hope it's got a petrol engine in it, viewers. I don't know. We'll have to continue before my ignorance is discovered. We'll skip the Transit because that won't have a petrol engine in it, I shouldn't think. We'll look at this Vauxhall Amiga, really late one. Wow, it's the latest one I've ever seen. Extremely late one. I don't know what engine that is, actually. Yeah, it's an auto. A lot of them were, actually. It's a petrol one, that's all I care about, really. A Renault 5 with a gear stick sprouting out the dash. Oh my gosh, it's a really early one. Left-hand drive with the earliest type of dash, 1974-75. And then it's French market friend, a Citroën Ami Brake. Also left-hand drive, a little bit earlier. 1973-74 plate, Ami Wheat. And then we have I think this is called the W140 Mercedes-Benz S-Class and S280, which is very nice. We like that, even though it's a base model, so it fits in with the ethos of the event very well. 96, 97. Volvo V70R 1997, 1998 registration. Another bay window, 1973, 1974. Another Mark III facelifted Polo. Again, maybe these are sort of getting to the stage where they are cars for shows like this. I don't know. Skip that A6 viewers and move on to the Up, which shouldn't be here. This, however, this Dutch registered Mark to be for Chrono should definitely be here. Extra Sportif. My Dutch is non-existent, viewers, I'm afraid, so we'll have to not talk about that. We've got a rev counter though, so that's all good, isn't it? It's 1991, so it's just before the final facelift of these came in 91. A Jaguar XJS convertible, complete with beige leather interior and wood and piping. That's the triple combination knockout there. It's a V12. Be about 1990, something like that. Oh, yes. Toyota Crown Athlete, 2001 to 2, Japanese domestic market car. Can't say I've seen too many of these before. Never sold officially over here, of course. That Fiesta looks really nice, actually. It looks just right like that. So we've got these driving lamps on the front, correct wheel trims, I think. Is this an S? Yep, Fiesta 1.6 S, so kind of below the XR2i. Very nice, just a carb rather than the fuel injection, I imagine. Have we still got windy windows? Oh no, we've got electric windows in this, and we've got a remote boot release and a tape player. How fancy. BX 16 valve. 1989 to 90. Yes, we like the look of that, viewers. This C5 I'm going to have to check to see if we can talk about it. Might not be able to. No, I think it's a petrol one actually, that. 2002 to 3, very early one. And we've got the Acadian 1980-81, and then the huge big Volga thing. Not vulgar, a Volga. It's a 66, I think, that one. Listen to that. Yes, and that LDV van we're going to have to skip, viewers, because we can't talk about that. Just realised that C5's on the sort of highest extent of its suspension. 1974 Triumph Dolomite 1850 that I have actually driven. Drove it last year. There's that Saxo that we saw earlier. And 205 XS, we've also seen that. Let's get on with what we've got here though. It's funny to see the Dolomite and the Acclaim. Again, it's another car that I've actually driven. I've driven this very car on the channel last year. It's the 1.3, which they all were, apart from, well, the turbo Avon. The Dolomite is kind of more fun, but the Acclaim is far easier to drive. That's sort of my very, very quick summary of these. It's the HLS, which is one below the top spec that was called the CD. About the CD over there, actually. We'll look at that in a second. 1998, 1999 BMW E36 318 IS. Then another LS Lexus 2001 plate, complete with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior. That is an LS 430. Ooh, don't know if that's a petrol in that. I don't know what it's doing here at all. Rover 3500, 1973 to 74. BV Auto one. Southampton plate. Yeah, we've seen that 240 before. And we've seen that Syrian. We have not seen, however, this Mark II Cortina. Very late Mark II Cortina. And then we have MGF, very late MGF, last year that were made, 2001 to 2. This is a 69 to 70 Mark II Cortina 1300 Deluxe. That's very unexceptional, isn't it? Also another Vectra BSXi 1.8. And then if I didn't film this car, viewers, I would get complaints. So I am going to. I think it's a 1990 rather than an 89. Dacia 410, I think. Rescued from, sorry, 1310, not 1410. Rescued from Romania in 2018. Not currently with Mr. C, but he is not the custodian at the moment. So next row here, we are getting there, viewers. It's slow progress, but we're getting there. Streetwise, we're going to have to skip. Sorry to those of you who enjoyed a Beards and Bangers channel, you know the rules. 1985 to 86 Volvo 340 in absolutely amazing condition. Only a 4-speed 340 DL, which is very, very sort of poverty spec, isn't it? Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
T72 Bluebird here, Bluebird Premium. The Bluebird Premium is not actually the highest spec on these. There were a lot higher trim levels in the Bluebird Premium. But I have seen this car before. What's it, sort of 89 to 90. It's in exceptional condition now. Then we've got this other Bluebird here, slightly earlier one. I can't remember if this is a T12 or T72. But hello anyway to BMO3_photography on Instagram. Got a modified exhaust mat, so it's just a 1.6, but that seems to be running very smoothly. Then we have this 2003 to 4 Vauxhall Frontera. This is the second generation. It's a very, very late one actually. I think they finished in 2004 from memory. And we've got another one of these Audi A4s. This is the B5. It's a pre-facelift one. Thank you very much.
That's a diesel.
Good, thank you. Excellent. I drove one of these actually last year. It was quite nice. It was a 2.4 6-cylinder. That's more like it. Everybody remember that for next time. Don't bring forbidden fuel engines. Bring 2.4 V6s, and I'll be happy. This Metro I think we've seen before somewhere. Yeah, we have. It was somewhere else. So we'll go on to the next car. This Acclaim CD, which is very nice. I remember meeting the owner of this earlier this month at the post-Abingdon Weekender event in Leicestershire. And it is an 82 Triumph Acclaim. It gets up everywhere, this car. And it's the one you want, apart from the Avon. It's the CD Triomatic, which is the most luxurious standard Acclaim you could buy. And here is the Lot 76 cars, Mercedes-Benz 190E from Simon, which I have driven. It's a 1990, and he loves that car. I love it too. I had it on my channel in 2021. And here is a car belonging to Mr. Richardson from Furious Driving, which is one that's recently been transferred into ownership from Mr. Bushby, who's got a Concours Punto. We saw in the very first part of this video. That is exceptionally unexceptional. I think Steph from my Driver Classics car is this one, which they together rescued from a garage, from memory. Yes, of course it is. And right next to it, of course, something else unexceptional, Mark 1 Mondeo GLX. It's not as early as the first one we saw actually in the video, but it is relatively early. I wonder if it's a 1.8 or 1.6. It just has a 16 valve in the back, but the fact it's a saloon makes it even more unexceptional. So 94, 95. MGF from the year 2000. with part beige leather interior and wood. I've seen better though for the MGFs, to be honest with you. 1985 to 86 Citroen BX, actually with a facelift dash. It'll be a facelift one, so it'll be an 86, I think. Does it have no date? It doesn't actually have the date on that. Fantastic. Well, we like that. And here is a later registration but an earlier car, if that makes sense, on the D. So 86 BX estate. Let's not get too sort of caught up there. Hopefully this is a petrol one, viewers. Oh no, it's not. Whoops, sorry viewers. Let's go on to this car instead. This is 1994 Peugeot 306 1.4 XL, which I filmed off of the channel for No Budget Reviews yesterday. So if you want to see this on the channel, you better subscribe, because it will be coming up very soon. 1994-1995 Maestro Clubman with the Isle of Wight plate. 5-speed gearbox, and the later dash with the rotary controls, which came in 1991. And then we've got more Rover R8 action, 214 SEI 3-door. Yes, please. Yeah, it's not one of the very last, a bit of an airbag, but it's very late on in the 3-door R8 production. 1994-95. 1999 to 2000 Honda HRV. Yes, I filmed one of these on No Budget Reviews actually quite recently, and we enjoyed ourselves very, very much with that one. From Derek Warwick in Winchester. Ooh, viewers. Makes me happy because I grew up in Winchester, and I know exactly where the dealership was. It's not there anymore. Can't talk about the AX, viewers. Can't talk about rattly forbidden fuel engines because the Mayor of London won't let me. 1990 to 1991 Unos Roadster. Again, classic colour combination for these. Green with biscuit interior. Oh, hello, another Rover 600. Very nice. MGB, we've seen that. Metro, we've seen that. And then the Renault 19, we've also seen that one as well. So, Peugeot 106 Aztec. Special edition pre-facelift. Facelift came in, I think, sort of spring of 1996. And then a whole load of Mark 1 Ford Focuses, or Foci. Let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer. 2003 to 4 1.6 Z-Tech. Might be a Z-Tech Climate actually, because it looks like air conditioning. Extremely late one here, 2005 1.6 LX. I wonder if this is a Climate. Yeah, that's a Climate. Is that a Millennium Edition? Yes, it is. 2000 Ford Focus Millennium Edition. Is it the same Millennium Edition we've seen earlier on? Might be. There's loads. There's so many of these here today. And thank you. And there's a gear. Excellent. We like the gear, viewers. Yes, please. I got one right here. Got in a load of people that had and we've got the 2001 LX here. That one on the end we can't talk about, I'm afraid. Oh, we can't talk about that one either. Let's go talk about this Capri instead. Capri Laser Mark III. Be either a 1.6 or a 2 litre. That's 1.6, 85, 86. Then the Sierra GLS Sapphire, 1991, 1992 registration. Early GLS's Sapphires looked a bit different from this. This one's for sale, so dial 07730 777 596. Wonderful. Yeah, we like that very much, viewers. Opel Cadet C, 1977 to 78 registration. You could actually buy one of these over here, so yeah, it's not necessarily an imported one, although number plate frame looks like it's from somewhere else. So yeah, the Chevette was similar to this, so the dash is completely different for some reason. Is that, for any chance, a DAF, I don't know, 55 Marathon? Yes, it is. 1968-69. Is this the one by Mr. Richardson from Furious Driving Drove at some point? Might have been. Right, we'll let this stag go past, because we can look at stags all day, viewers. They are pleasant cars to look at. We'll let it go past. And we'll have a look at this Volvo. Right, that is very nice. Oh, it's got the 4-speed overdrive gearbox. Excellent. Headlamp wiper action. I think this is a 960. Could be wrong. So yeah, 92, 93 registration. The alloy wheel suggested it is. A couple of bond bugs, both on L, so 72, 73. I don't think they lasted beyond 73 actually, from memory. There was an ES, the standard model. I think both of these are ESs. Most of them I've seen are. You've got this Corsa B, a facelifted Corsa B. It looks very basic, this one. It says Corsa. Very sort of fleet spec. This comma, the engine, well, it's yeah, not one we can talk about, unfortunately. 1993, well, approximately, Vauxhall Cavalier 1.8 LS, just before they brought the airbags in, but this is a facelifted car. I see quite a few Cavaliers actually today. Talbot Express, I don't know what engine's in that one. I do know what engine's in this one. This is a 1995 Peugeot 205 1.1 Mardi Gras that I drove on the channel in 2021. And that is rather nice in the cherry red. Tabby the Talbot. Let's have a look at this K10 Micro though whilst we're here. This looks like quite a low spec one. Yeah, it's a 1 litre LS with the optional passenger mirror. Can you believe that? You didn't get a passenger mirror as standard on these cars. Absolutely crazy. So it's before the final facelift on an F, so 88, 89. Fiat 126. What delightful. This will be quite a late one. I think it's the BIS model. Been made in Poland. Very early Vectra, 1995, 1996. Vectra 1.8 GLS. That is an early one. It's a 96. NH would have been the suffix that Vauxhall press cars are registered on as well, actually. Possibly, though, it just came from Northampton because that's also the same area. Skip these two viewers and we'll move on to the next section. Ooh, very nice Saab 900. 87 to 88. And then we got a Toyota Camry. 1989. Republic of Ireland registration. It's an executive or something. Another Express, not sure what engine's in that. Keep going. MGZR, facelifted one, 2005 to 6. I hope, viewers, that this little trophy yellow car has a petrol engine. Yes, it has. Good, facelifted dash and everything. And move on to this Mark 1 Laguna facelift. I've seen quite a few Mark 1 Lagunas today, actually. We've seen quite a lot of them. So this is a 1.6 Sport, so it's the base engine for these actually, but that looks like quite a nice interior. I think by the year 2000 this was quite an old car, and so they were putting lots of extras on it, like the parking sensors and things like that, but that's in really nice condition actually. Oh yes, I've heard about this Hyundai accent. Yes, Coupe SI, 1994-1995 plate. Not the highest of spec, but what an absolute delight to see this car here today. That's fantastic. Then a very late Skoda Favorit with the alloy wheels, 1994. That is looking really nice condition. Superb condition. It's a black line special edition. That's probably why. And then Mini HL 1980 to 1981. So it was 81, there we go. Bumbles. More poverty spec Sierra, not as poverty spec as the one that we saw towards the beginning of this series of Shambolic Shuffles, but nevertheless it's an 82 1.6L. You get the poverty spec mirrors that are not internally adjustable, and it's beige, and it's well, something that a lot of you will like. The 4-speed decal has been actually added by the owner, and it's not a GL, that's just where the tailgates come from. 1996, 1997 Fiat Punto Cabriolets. There's like 4 of these here today. I've seen tons of them. Next, 1989 to 90 Vauxhall Senator B, and this is for sale. It's the 12 valve 3 litre CD Auto. Call 07788 443 488. So that is a 1990 B3 Audi 80, 1989 to 90. Schon mit Katalysatortechnik. Oh, there we go. There's the press release about the Audi 80. Fortunately, we haven't got time to read that. We need to keep going. And then another BX, of course. We'll check the back because Citroën are very helpful in letting me know if we can or can't talk about these. Oh, it's a 14RE. It's a base model. So 87, 88. Rover 400 R8. Oh, viewers. Oh, dodged one there. Can't talk about that. So, second generation Saab 900. This is quite an early one, actually. What's this? A Saab 900 SE, 1993, 1994, based on similar pillars as the Mark III Cavalier. TR7 V8, 1977-78. Definitely got the 3.5 litre V8 in it rather than the 2 litre. Another one of these E36 BMW 3 Series coupes. So it's a 320, that one. Late 850 T5. Be about 1996, something like that. A lot of the T5s actually were automatic, they did do manuals, but even the police T5s on the 850s were auto, funnily enough. Oh, Talbot Solara. Oh, that's a Rapier, which is sort of run-out models to these. Goodness gracious me, I love this. This is absolutely amazing. Still got windy windows, we've got a 5-speed gearbox. I'm not sure if we've got the trip computer in here or not. I think we have. So what's 84, 85? Probably an 85, I'd say, actually. That is in amazing condition. I absolutely love that. Volvo 144 pre-facelift, 1970-71. And not a surprise at all, Volvo Owners Club, which I am in myself as well. That's a Deluxe 144 with the automatic transmission. And a Maestro Clubman. I wonder if this is a catalyst, actually. Could be. Maybe it's not. It's still a 4-speed and it's got the earlier dash in it. So I think that's a 92 from memory. And then we've got a 1987 or made in 86, registered 87. Light restoration. It's a 2.8 injection Capri Mark III. We like Capri 2.8 injections on this channel, viewers. I have driven one. It was back in 2020, and it was amazing. It was a 4-speed one. Then we have 2000 facelift Mark 1 Twingo. Left-hand drive, of course, for another maiden right-hand drive until the Mark II. And the aerial is attached to the wing mirror, because of course it is. Fabulous. Opel Corsa B. 2000 edition, so I imagine that's made in 99 or 2000. Wonderful, with a 1 litre. This though is a 2 litre CDX, facelifted Mark III Astra. I'm surprised we haven't got a leather interior, but actually that was an option, it wasn't standard on these. And then we've got a car that looks very familiar. Have I driven this one before? I don't know, it looks really familiar to me. I've driven one very similar to this, if it's not the same one that I did. 1.3 GL triple valve, 91-92. Ford Puma 2001-2 plate, unfortunately showing signs of sort of, you know, what happens to so many of these. And that is it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below. We are almost at the end now, viewers, and we shall see you again very soon for more incorrect information.